Did you know there are now free ways to watch Diya TV? To catch all of our programming 24/7, just hook up an HDTV antenna to your flat screen. On your remote, click on Menu and then scan for channels. Within moments, you'll get Diya TV on KAXT Channel 1.3 and 80 other channels for free. If you have Comcast On Demand, head to the Get Local section and then to local TV stations, where you'll find a variety of programming from Diya TV under the KAXT 1 tab. And if you like programming on the go, download the Mundu TV app for your smartphone, tablet, or PC. And Diya TV is front and center, right at your fingertips. 3 ways to watch Diya TV all day, every day, 24/7.
This week on Diya TV Spotlight, we bring you extended coverage from Maitri's annual Gala fundraiser, a non-profit supporting South Asian victims of domestic violence. We talked to the volunteers and board of directors about their involvement and the 2013 outlook for Maitri.
It's a gift to just give back.
The evening showcased a fashion show sponsored by Bassini, featuring Versace Spring Collection. Silent auction, thanks to a creative lot of donors and supporters. And a mesmerizing performance by internationally acclaimed Dr. Radhika Chopra. All this on Diya TV Spotlight.
I have been volunteering for 19 years, and I was looking to do something besides my career. You know, everyone has a career, and I love my career, but I wanted, I think, a purpose in life. And I found Maitri and never looked back. And I think the reason why a lot of volunteers like me stick on despite challenges of careers and children and families and husbands, etc., is it makes us feel a purpose where maybe our efforts help somebody maybe be successful faster and quicker and easier. And so 19 years later, here we are.
South Asian women have unique requirements compared to the mainstream. They have immigration issues that most of the mainstream organization women who go there don't do. And for the mainstream to understand the horror and the situation that causes is very difficult.
I got involved with Maitri from the beginning. My sister was one of the early volunteers and the board members. And I realized that in our culture, men do have the tendency of denying the problem, even though they may be a perpetrator. And I'm not saying all the time, but they may be the cause of it. And I felt that I needed to be involved to bring a different perspective. And so I started with a very small donation. In those days, I didn't have any money to give, but I thought it was the right cause. And then I've been involved with them, and I've been on the board for the last 6 years and very actively involved.
I started as a supporter over the years and, really saw the value in what they do and supported the cause. And recently, when the chair of Maitri asked for me to come and join the board and contribute, give some time to it, absolutely, I didn't hesitate.
I started with Maitri as their crisis line advocate when I was a student. And basically that job is to take phone calls from somebody who is in a crisis mode and try to see how we can offer help to them. After being a crisis line advocate for about 6 months, I decided to stay on as a volunteer. I volunteered with them, and now I serve as the legal program manager.
What has your experience been like, on a day-to-day basis when you guys meet, when you guys talk about some of the challenges you face? Share one of those with us.
The key thing is, one thing, we have a wonderful group of people we are working with. The volunteers, those who are on the front line, they are the best. They give their heart and soul every day. And I just, I can't do what they can do. Because imagine you're facing the problem every day. It can be very depressing. And to stay cheerful and go home to your family and be positive about it. It's not an easy job.
To become a domestic violence advocate, we have to go through a 40-hour training. That's a state mandated thing. And that also teach us how to take care of ourselves. Because you need to really be grounded when you are working with some really traumatized women at many times and make a non-judgmental offering to her.
If you look at the causes and what they're doing, for the Asian community in San Francisco and in California. It's just amazing. And the pioneers who started this were very forward-thinking and have done so much, not only just for the Indian community, but it's for the whole Asian community, which is such a fantastic giving thing. You know, the schools, the education system, the fact that a man or a woman has an opportunity to go to a shelter where culturally people understand them, know what they're looking for. It's not easy to find. And so this is really like a home coming home, you know.
What are some of the milestones we can look forward to in the future? What we expect to see maybe in the next year?
Well, we have achieved just 3 years back a big milestone. We were able to purchase our own transition house. It's a 9-bedroom facility. The biggest milestone was to get the government and the foundations support us, because we were supporting a smaller group of people. We've achieved that now.
Yeah, Government of India has a very strong program to support Indian women who are in distress. And we have a scheme for legal assistance to women who are victims of domestic violence. And we work with agencies like Maitri to bring support and relief to Indian women who are abroad and they are in any kind of trouble. So
I think our next step is to move from crisis management to prevention of family crisis.
We think we are in a really strong position. We think we have become a model agency to be emulated not just within the South Asian community, but also in the mainstream. And so it's a very, very gratifying moment for us.
So one of the goals is for us in the next year or two to set up nodal networks where there will be a node with a few people involved who would be trained, who would we pass on our knowledge to. They can be like these support systems for those communities.
Ideally create that people can go to one number, and depending on what region of the country they are in, they get with a sister or affiliated organizations, they can go have a primer there where people, to make that phone call is not the easy thing. It's the hardest thing. So if we can make somebody aware of the problem before it really gets bad, I think we are doing our job. So that's what my dream, that's our vision.